Man.
Oh, hey, Kate.
Hey.
How are you today? Welcome back.
Good.
I see you brought some of the crew with you.
Yeah, some of them are here.
Awesome. Hey, cutie. Oh, look at that guy. What's your name?
He's
All
a little
right.
shy.
Well, we've got your results, and I regret to inform you that our worst nightmares have been realized. The test results do reveal that you are a mother effer.
No!
You just got your 23andMe result or your Ancestry.com result listing your genetic mutations. And you notice that you have a single nucleotide polymorphism, or a SNP, or a mutation in the MTHFR gene. What does that mean? Does that mean you're damned to whatever it says can happen when you have that mutation? No, you are not. And today we're going to dive in to how to interpret those genetic results. I'm Dr. John Bartemus, and I'm putting the pieces together to help you live a life at optimal. What do your SNP results mean? If you have the MTHFR genetic mutation, are you damned? No, you are not. Your genes are a potential for something to happen, meaning your genes are the blueprint, or say the recipe for a cake, but a recipe for a cake never makes itself. The recipe has to be manifested by a cook. So in that analogy, the recipe is your gene and the cook is the environment or your lifestyle choices. So you could have the MTHFR gene mutation, and that is just a potential for dysfunction in that gene. The choices or the cook can determine whether that potential manifestation of bad things occurs or not. For example, if you have, say you have just one bad copy of the MTHFR, there's a potential for up to a 40% decrease in function of that gene. So say you have 40% of the ingredients you need to make a cake, but you have an awesome cook who's very well experienced and can make something out of nothing easily. Well, that cook will easily take that 40% or take that gene with the mutation and make a delicious cake that you would never know was missing some of the ingredients. So just like the analogy, the mutation is a potential for a 40% decrease in function in the gene. It doesn't damn you to it. So you may have completely normal function even though you have the mutation, because your environment, your lifestyle choices, and all of that is creating health, and that gene is not impacting you. If, on the other hand, you decide to make poor lifestyle choices and live in an unhealthy environment, then you have a higher risk for that potential to manifest and for you to then have MTHFR mutation symptoms and signs. Another thing you want to consider, though, is that the gene doesn't live in a vacuum. So I've seen multiple patients that have a given gene mutation, say an MTHFR gene mutation, but they also have other mutations in other genes, and the accumulated combination of the mutations actually compensate for each other. So you don't want to just run an MTHFR gene test, say at your OBGYN, and get the result and see that you have the mutation and be like, oh no, my health is ruined, I'm in trouble. That gene in isolation doesn't really tell you much. You want to see the whole picture and understand the contribution of all the other genes. So don't run a genetic test and treat yourself based on the test results, because you're often going to be wasting time and money doing that if you don't understand the result of the specific gene you're trying to treat, if you don't understand what the layout is of the rest of your genetics, and if you don't understand how to live a healthy lifestyle so that regardless of your genetic results, you can optimize the function of all those genes and likely prevent the manifestations from ever occurring.